Today we're taking a look at one of the newest products from Zyfe Cigar Accessories. This is the Lihtun triple layer cigar humidor, and one I think a lot of people who enjoy travel cigar stuff is going to really thoroughly enjoy and get an awful lot of use out. So let's talk a little bit about that, show you exactly what this one has to offer. And again, I think this is going to fall right into that category of a must-need type of cigar accessory. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we're talking a little bit of cigar accessory stuff today. So love to kind of mix this stuff in along with some of the other bourbon content or whiskey content in general. Again, I'm a huge fan of cigars, travel humidors, and just other accessories. This falls right in line with that. However, I think with this one, this is going to be a very practical type of item. So for anybody who does any type of traveling, and wants to make sure that what they're traveling with cigar wise, that this is going to be that product that's going to keep those items really secure. I know there are a lot of the other softer shell or leather travel humidors or travel cases. Well, this one, as you can see, is going to be a harder plastic with an innard that we'll get into here in a second. That's very layered, so it's going to offer quite a bit of protection. 3 different layers to this one, but we'll dive into that here in a second. But first, let's kind of just show you a little bit of the exterior. So as you can see, a hard plastic shell or outer layer, got like a clip here right there on the front. You can see that, so we'll get into that here in a second. But this flips up. That will show you the innards or where the cigars will kind of be resting. But here is the 3rd layer on this. Let's open that up. So here, as you can see, we've got a couple of different things. So this will appease really anybody in terms of the type of cut that they prefer. And I love how they've built this into this kind of space that would otherwise be more than likely just wasted space. So they've integrated a couple of slots for cutters. So here, as you can see, we have a really nice kind of V cutter here. That just pops right back in there pretty easily. And then here we have a standard kind of guillotine cutter with a backer on it. But however, you can flip that. So you can flip that part up here, which appears to be like a magnet. You can flip that up. It will leave then an open. Let's do this here. It will leave this as an open section. Let's go ahead and pop that open. So here you can see now it's exposed. That part is now open. It has no back. So you can really put your cigar all the way through if you'd like, get the type of cut you want. If you want the backer for the security of making sure you don't cut too far into the cigar, that is definitely there. So once you're done with that, it's as simple as popping that back in there, fits right in there. This right here is your standard punch. So if you're somebody who appreciates or likes a punch in your cigar, that is comes with that as well. You've got an analog hygrometer. I guess my only issue with that is I wish that it came with digital, but again, that's going to increase or add a little bit more expense. And for them to keep the price down a little bit, they've gone with just the analog hygrometer on this one. But overall, it will do. So there's that top layer or the 3rd layer of that. So let's go ahead and kind of dive into this. I'll show you exactly what this kind of has to offer. So let's pop open the lid here. Now, comes with a couple of humidifying packs, which is always kind of nice. If this is your first travel humidor, you're all set. You basically have your cigars, you can place them in there, you're all set, ready to go. So you've got kind of your foam top here as the lid opens. So that's going to protect everything on the top layer. And again, with the humidifying pack, again, you can rest this on top of whether the cigars are in a cellophane or not. That really doesn't matter. You can put that on top. It's not going to harm them. As long as that's not cracked open or anything and it's leaking, you'll be perfectly fine. So I prefer the cigars to be in a cellophane just to protect them a little bit more. But again, that's all preference. So as you can see here, this is the 1st layer, or the 2nd layer, I guess I should say, on the inside. So it holds 5 cigars. I've got different size. I've got large cigars, down to something that's maybe a small, like Robusto type of cigar in there. So that's 5 there. Now, what I will say is on this, in order to kind of get this off, to get to the lower area, what you'll have to do is set this down. And what I've noticed is you'll kind of just remove those two cigars. This tray lifts out, so you can see a nice hard or acrylic tray. Once you pull this out, as you'll see, again, there's the second humidifying pack. You have another set of 5 cigars. Again, they can be probably upwards of Churchill in terms of size. So these again are probably larger, still like more like a Toro size cigar, maybe 6.5 by 52, maybe upwards of a 55 in there as well. But humidifying pack there as well. This tray comes out, so again, you can set that down, set this aside, and again, now you've got access to that third layer that they're talking about. The humidifying pack, there's the second one that it comes with. Again, I've got 5 cigars sitting in the bottom. This here has kind of a nice foam padded slotting system. So it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cigars there as well. So again, really nice from a safety travel standpoint. So if you're maybe someone who's a little rougher with your cigars, this becomes kind of the perfect travel cigar case to have. I'll say humidor with this one because it does come with that kind of clamp or that lock in addition to that analog hygrometer. So you are going to utilize this a bit as a humidor. So there you have it. There you've got that. So I put these back in there. You've got those that sit in there secure. You can see, I mean, I'm holding this at a pretty good angle. Those are not moving at all. So once those come out of the package, which obviously you'll have to take that out of the clear package, you can just set that back in. That will keep that lower level properly humidified. Then is when you probably want to add that in. And what that does, that fits on these 4 little plastic kind of pegs. So this plastic or that clear acrylic tray is not actually resting on the cigars below. There is a little bit of a gap, so you do end up with that added amount of protection. So as simple as just putting them back in there, throwing your other humidifying pack in, closing this up, and it's locked. And you can see those are nice and secure. So if you want to put that around your wrist, you've got that. If you're traveling and you're walking around and you don't want to drop it, you can do, but nice thick plastic. That lock clasp is really nice and strong. Again, as I mentioned before, we've got that third layer here, which has all of your utilities, all of your cutters. So really the only thing missing from this package would be a lighter. If you have a lighter, you're good to go. Everything else is taken care of. So again, now as an entire package, this does become something that in the cigar world becomes very, very practical. You can have 10, you've got it properly humidified, you've got them properly secured, being protected. So I think what it is that Zyfe has come up with this, with their Lihtun kind of triple layer cigar travel case. Man, this thing is really, really nice and is going to be a unit that I utilize quite a bit. I mean, I oftentimes get outside and you're not paying attention and you do whatever, you drop it. You're not going to worry about your cigars being damaged, within this case. So I think for anybody who appreciates maybe a little bit more durability or something a little bit stronger, I think this is going to work, perfectly for you on that. So now with that being said, so how do you get it? So make sure you check out the link in the description below. That will allow you to save, I believe, upwards of 20% off your order. I'll have all of the information linked in the description below. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today to another video. Hopefully you guys appreciate the cigar content. I love to do it. It's something that I'm also passionate about. Enjoy a really, really nice cigar quite often, to be honest. So it is something I thoroughly enjoy with a nice bourbon or a whiskey, and just kind of like a match made in heaven. So for me, it's a natural fit, but for you guys, this, I think, from Zyfe is going to be an absolutely fantastic product. So again, make sure you check out the link in the description below. That will give you the access to any kind of purchases that you'd like to do from there. So again, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate all the support. Again, links in the description below for this product, probably other ones as well. So with that being said, thanks again guys for tuning in. And as always, it's about the journey and not the destination. We'll see you in the next video. Enjoy your case.